Hello, today we will demonstrate using GIS data in EMS WebMap. This is a accumulation of your GIS investment produced last year. Our objective is to present the GIS to better educate our members on the importance of our GIS. All the information shown in this video is available to anyone on the YPIT network through your internet browser. Let's start by getting familiar with the display features. The map opens to the tribe boundaries with the Esri street map as the background layer. Using our toolbar, we can transition between street map, various aerials, and USGS topographic maps. We can also use the slider to blend these as we wish. Let's next explore the table of contents. This is our index into the data contained in the GIS. We open the layer accordion with a click on the arrow next to the layers in the accordion toolbar. The table of contents will appear. Here we can toggle the GIS layers on and off, and as you can see, it's organized in a familiar tree view. The navigation within the map environment is very intuitive. Using the mouse wheel to zoom in and out, and clicking on the cursor and dragging to pan. The Tools tab in the toolbar provides other helpful zoom and pan tools. The zoom in icon allows us to draw a rectangle around an area of interest and to zoom to it. By right-clicking on the map environment, we are presented with even more zoom options, including Zoom Extends and Zoom Previous. The Identify toolbar from the Tools tab allows us to inquire on the attributes attached to the map features. Simply draw a box around the feature, in this case, point of interest, and a window pops up showing us the data it found in the current selection. Let's take a look at the plan refs that are available in this area. Clicking the Open Plan Ref opens the selected plan in a familiar image viewer. Native navigation tools are used in the viewer, such as Zoom and Pan. Another useful tool available through EMS WebMap is the Google Street View. To demonstrate this, I will use the bookmark created earlier to navigate to a local commercial area. When there, simply clicking on the Google Street View option in the right-click menu will bring up the familiar Google Street View window. Navigating around by clicking the arrows on the screen. To return to our original starting display, we choose the Extends icon from the toolbar on the right-click menu to get back to start. And we can also use the right-click Clear Map to clear miscellaneous graphics. This is a quick overview, but only scratches the surface of what this tool can do for YPIT. To further illustrate, we will demonstrate 3 hypothetical scenarios. The first scenario is a site suitability exercise, where we will locate a potential site for housing development. Site suitability for residential. Let's presume we're interested in locating a suitable site for more residential housing. We'll use our guide factors that include slope of the land, access to existing road, size of the area, and proximity to existing utilities. Also, proximity to the floodplain is going to be taken into consideration. First, we need to be within the tribe boundary. Let's investigate the northwest portion of the boundary. To consider areas with existing access, in turn, a 300-foot buffer of the existing streets is displayed in a polygon. This polygon gives us a good idea of where we have ample existing access. Using the slope map as our next decision factor, we will turn it on in the table of contents. The green contour tells us areas with a slope of less than 5 degrees. This is ideal for residential construction. Lastly, let's turn on the floodplain layer to make sure that we're not in a potential flood zone. With all our factors, we can easily weigh the potential sites by using a measure tool, which will quickly give us the rough area of our potential sites. Here I'm drawing a polygon where I can automatically measure the area. As you can see, using the existing data, we can crudely get our individual site selection started, although further analysis will be necessary. Using this methodology, we can use the GIS to investigate the viability of the reclaiming currently developed but underutilized land. Scenario 2. Site suitability for retail. Let's presume in this example we want to site a new structure in the area that has been developed as a parking lot. It has been noted that even the high traffic seasons, this area is not needed as a parking lot and could provide much more benefit to YPIT if we were to reclaim the land for another purpose. First, let's take a look at the potential site. The site in the question is the area adjacent to the entrance on the Frontier Village. Retail site suitability rely on different set of criteria, including population, traffic, accessibility, and visibility. Our issues such as planning and zoning guidelines can also weigh in the decision. For this example, we will roughly lay out a vision for the new restaurant. Using the existing restaurant as a reference template, we will draw a roughly 5,000 square foot area. We have the flexibility of moving this area around the site as we see fit. There might be an advantage of having the structure at an angle for visibility. We can also close off the existing road, which may also mitigate the traffic issue we currently experience in the intersection. Let's draw another rectangle to illustrate the overlapping overall footprint, including the project parking. Furthermore, we can print this and save the PDF so we can send to our colleagues. Scenario 3, Site Suitability for Commercial. Our last scenario deals with the hypothetical location potential site for a small warehouse. Our purpose is to help us visualize a new potential site, taking into consideration spatial components in the mapping environment. We will start with the Sundog area. Once again, we'll leverage our slope map to illustrate the potential sites based on existing slopes. Green being the best under 6%, red being the most severe slopes. To further validate potential locations, we will also turn on the floodplains. We have ample access to this area by noting the existing roads. We will use the building as a template to draw approximately 10,000 square foot footprint. Having done this, we can drag and rotate and even scale as we wish. We can also measure and get a rough acreage of the site, where we can also make additional notes on the site as we need, such as showing the access point. We can also print this and save as a PDF. As we close this presentation for the YPIT GIS, we thank you for your attention and hope that this gives you a much clearer understanding of the benefits of your GIS. We encourage you to use our tool and welcome any questions and suggestions for the topics to discuss in the future. Thank you.